Hi and welcome to cheekyricho Cooking's unboxing of an Aldi $20 3-litre capacity slow cooker. Now my slow cooker that I used to have was a lot bigger than this and it cost hundreds of dollars. I was in Aldi's the other day. I said I wasn't going to get another one of these because I use the T4 Cook for me for everything, but this is going to be perfect for when you're traveling. 200 watts, perfect size meal for just 2 people, perhaps a few leftovers for the next day. So let's see what's in the box. I also like the fact that it's white. A lot of my appliances are white nowadays and that is a good thing. It has a glass lid. It has a 1-year warranty. That's what it looks like. The warranty certificate, and there's a few little recipes. Honey chicken thighs, chicken stock, lamb shanks, beef stew, just to get you started. It's well packed. See-through glass lid with a stay cool handle, which is another good thing. A white ceramic insert that does the cooking for you. It's glazed inside and out for easy clean. Give that a wash before you use it. And the body of it is incredibly light. All the weight is actually in the bowl. That's what it looks like underneath. There's electrical stuff in there. Comes with a, I don't know, 500 mils of cord, I suppose. Plenty enough to reach to your power outlet. And of course, handy for me, an Australian plug. Okay. An off function, a keep warm function, a low function and high function, and some sort of a activity light, I'm guessing. Little rubber feet so it won't scratch any bench tops. Be hard pressed to scratch the granite bench top, but anyway. And that is what it looks like. It's really quite small. I was quite surprised. I should know better, but anyway, it's going to be perfect for what I have in mind for it. So let's top two and do a recipe. Pulled pork. Perfect. Now we have a whole host of ingredients we're putting in our pulled pork. We have tomato paste, barbecue sauce, tomato sauce, maple syrup. We have chipotle seasoning, Worcestershire sauce, smoky paprika, apple cider vinegar, which is perfect to go with pork, and we've got some crushed pepper. Now for our vegetables, we have 2 medium-sized onions, we have 1 carrot, 4 cloves of garlic, and 1 stick of celery. We're just going to chop those all up in a little mini chopper here, mix it all together and put it into our slow cooker. So just garlic can go in first with our celery, put the lid on it, okay, and then just pull. And you'll see the chops of veggies as fine or as coarse as you like, and that's what you should have. Over the slow cooking period, this will break right down. Garlic and onion and carrots particularly are really quite sweet, and they're going to lend a delicious flavour to the pork, as well as sneaking a few veggies into the kids. Plenty of fibre there as well. Now our lid and bowl have been washed and dried. We've got our pork belly here, reasonably lean. It has no rind on it. We've cut 1 kilo of our pork belly into 4 chunks, and we're just going to lay those around the bottom. They fit nicely in there. Just tip our vegetables back onto that plate. Pop all of our chopped vegetables into that bowl, and this is going to be where we're going to mix our sauces together before we pour it all on top of our pork and mush it all through. I just put our little blade back in. Tiny little thing this is, less than $20 in the homeware shop, and it works really quite easily. As you can see, child could do it, and if you don't have particularly good knife skills or you can't be bothered grating something, this is really quick. And I don't know if you've ever grated onion, but it's pretty hard on the old eyes. So that contains all those volatile gases that cause your eyes and nose to run, whilst doing a pretty effective job, I'm sure you'll agree. And it's pretty quick too. Carrots are almost turned into powder. Try doing that with a knife. Take you more than a few seconds, that's for sure. You never have to sharpen these little guys either. They really stay quite sharp for a very long time, and they do of course make bigger varieties of this as well. This particular one is called Baccarat, and it's very light, no electricity, and a child can do it. Not a lot of elbow grease or skill required. Okay, there's our veggies done. So it's in with our freshly cracked pepper, our apple cider vinegar, smoky paprika, our Worcestershire sauce, chipotle seasoning, maple syrup. If you don't have maple syrup, you could use brown sugar here, equal quantity, ½ a cup. Tomato sauce, tomato paste, and barbecue sauce. Now that looks a lot, but that is going to cook right down and be absolutely amazing flavour for our pork. Stir this all around, make sure everything's mixed together, smelling pretty fine. A couple of little pieces of onion didn't get chopped up as well, that's driver error, nothing to do with a little machine. Okay, now bring our doodad over, our slow cooker, and we just pour this all over the top. Those vegetables are going to sweat down over time and thin the sauce down. You may need to actually boil it for a little bit once it's cooked on the high function, just to make sure that those sauces have reduced enough. So I'm not sure how high you can fill this up, but that's pretty full. We'll see if it boils over. Okay, we're going to put it on high for an hour or so, and then we're going to put it on low and it can do its thing for, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, I suppose. Ready for tea tonight anyway. Okay, just made him powerful. Turn it to the keep warm function. Nope, can't cook on that. That's only to keep it warm forever, probably, until it boils dry. Low function. Nope, we'll put that there later. We'll get it on high, get a bit of heat in there to start with, and so it can start the cooking process, and then it can just do its little gentle blah 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 away for a few hours. Don't let this boil dry. Okay, it's going to get quite juicy, and it'll spit and spatter and carry on. And I've got stuff all over my nice new lid. Never mind. Watch off. Okay, 6 hours later, and this is what you should have. There's a layer of fat on the top of that. We're just going to let it set and pick it off. There is our pulled pork. I'll pull it out, put it into a bowl, and you'll see how delightfully tender and easy it is. Shred with a fork. Drag a piece out. It's falling apart as I try that. 2 forks and just pull it apart. See where this is going? Moist, tender, fork tender. Don't need a knife at all for this. And then we're going to put it back into our sauce and allow it to cool. And what will happen is the fat will rise to the surface, solidify, we'll discard it, and then we'll have a much healthier option with all of those flavors permeating through every single little strand of that meat. Absolutely delightful. Okay, once this is all broken up, we just drop it back into our sauce, fetch out another piece and do exactly the same thing with it. The little bit of fat and sinew that you see there has already had all of the fat rendered out of it, and that's what's going to be removed later. So just slide this back into the bowl and fetch out some more. We know we've got 4 pieces in there, so we're just going to shred them all, pop that back in there, sink it down, and the fat will automatically rise to the surface upon cooling.
What are you doing?